Hey y'all, good afternoon. I'm just sharing a few places and I need to put this link in for y'all. Hey, let me pin this group at the bottom. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Where did it go? Hold on, y'all. It's a little delay. There it is. All right, I wanted to pin the group at the bottom at the beginning so that you all will have the group to join. So I'm gonna wait about 30 more seconds. We're just gonna talk a little bit. I'm not cooking right now, so if anyone comes in, even though they obviously see me not cooking, you know how that goes. I'm sharing on all of my platforms. So I'm on Life with Aisha. I'm on Cooking with Aisha. I'm on my, I'm not on my one page. Hold on. I'm in the weight loss group for those. I'm in my other private groups. You know who you are if you see me. And let me share. I did share there. Interesting. One more place. No, I think I'm good. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit first about the upcoming weight loss challenge. And I know we have not finished our corporate fast, but we only have a few more days. We'll be done with that as of Sunday on the 28th. We'll have a couple of days there, just a few days to breathe. I don't want to give you too many days because, you know, we're going to jump right into that weight loss challenge. And I always, in the past, I used to always start the weight loss challenges right after the fast. Why? Because we're already in a certain mode. We usually do the Daniel fast, so you're already in a place where you're eating certain foods, and you know, which is very helpful. And then you're already on the course of weight loss, even though you weren't trying to. So those that have been fasting with us, I'm sure you noticed the numbers on the scale have definitely dropped, but we're not doing it for the weight loss right now, but we are about to get focused on that starting on February the 1st. So if you want to join us, we're going to do a weight loss challenge, and I'm just kind of going to walk you through some of the things that I encourage the members to do that want to participate. So the first thing I would like for you all to do is to focus on only eating 60 grams of carbs or less per day. Now, I know you may be thinking, but 60 grams of carbs is a whole lot of carbs when you think about it. Now, depending on your size, some of us can eat less or some of us can eat a little more, okay? But 60 is kind of a good number right in the middle because you really shouldn't be eating more than 200 grams per day anyway, because that's really gonna send you over. But much smaller people, they can eat a larger amount. Like up to maybe 150, I would say. I wouldn't go up to the 200s. But if you are on a larger scale and you kind of want to slim on down, then I would say around 30. Okay. Now, me personally, I usually do around 20. When we're doing the challenge, I'll do 20 grams or less. Some days I probably won't get any carbs in. And then other days I may get 10, 15. It just depends. Christina says she's doing 40. So if you've done these challenges with me, you kind of know where your number is, but just start with the 60. After week 1, you don't see much of a change, I would adjust that number. I would go down just 10, okay? And then for that next week, if you say, hey, I'm not really, because you're going to see something. You're going to see something move. But if you want it to move a little quicker, just take it down. But don't take it down too much. And the reason being is, it's one thing if you just need to get a quick 20 pounds off. But if this is something where you got maybe 100 or and not to be funny, but some people, they want to lose about 100 pounds, then you want to get it at a number where you can sustain it throughout, not just for the month of February, but you want to keep going. Okay. And the challenge is for 21 days. So we'll go from February the 1st to February the 21st. Okay. So the first thing is your carb count number, which I'm going to say 60, but if you could do a little less, if you can handle it, then by all means, go ahead and do that. And we'll get more into this as we go along with this live. The second thing I'm going to encourage you to do is to do at least 30 minutes of exercise, whether that's walking. Now, let's just say you work at a hospital and you're walking all day. Well, you get your exercise in, so you're good to go, unless you just want to do something separate from that. But for some people, they sit at a desk all day, or they may have a job where it doesn't require much movement. Or like myself, I work from home, so I have to be intentional about moving around. Now with me, I move around all day anyway because I have smaller children and things like that, and I'm always doing something. But exercise, it could be cleaning your house. Mopping my floor is an exercise, okay? That is exercise for me. But I want you to get at least 30 minutes. It does not have to be every day, but you need to at least dedicate 3 days. Now, if you can do more than 3 days, great. But 3 days, at least three, because exercise is important whether you want to lose weight or not. Exercise is not about, it has nothing to do with your weight. Exercise is about being healthier, okay? You may think you're healthy now, and you may be, but exercise, it actually helps our blood get going. It's so many things. And I watch a lot of videos like on health stuff. I don't know why I'm like that. I love to see how the body works. I love to see different things about foods. I watch how foods are processed. You know, I like watching stuff like that. So exercise is important whether you want to lose weight or not. And I know when you're younger, you may feel like, oh, I don't need to do that. But the younger you are, the sooner you should start, okay? And get some type of exercise in. Okay, you just have to figure out what's fun for me. Maybe you don't like to walk. Maybe pool aerobics is for you. Maybe going to the gym, joining the gym. Maybe playing a sport. You know, it just depends on what it is that you enjoy doing. But there are a variety of things that you could do. There is some of everything you could do to like get into some type of active activity, and it makes you feel better. It's something about when we exercise, it releases certain endorphins in our brains, and that's why we feel better when we exercise. I don't know if you've noticed that. You feel better when you exercise, even though you don't want to do it. And I'm going to tell you something. Usually the things that we should do, we don't feel like doing. And the things that we shouldn't do, we feel like doing. Who wants to get up and go exercise when that couch is calling your name? Doesn't it sound better to just sit down on the couch and prop your feet up, baby, and turn on some Netflix or watch that show that you didn't record it on demand? That sounds so much better than putting on my workout clothes and my tennis shoes and getting out there and walking. And that's just real. So when those times come, you have to say, no, I'm going to enjoy my show after I get my 30 minutes in. And I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. You're not going to feel like doing it. And you may not even feel like doing it while you're doing it. But after you get it done, baby, you're going to be you're going to be happy that you did it, right? You're going to be happy that you did it. And over time, you're going to see the results. And I'm telling you, you're going to say, I'm so glad that I made this decision. All right, so we got our 30 minutes of exercise at least 3 times a day. At least 3 times a day. So you know your schedule, so you have to set it up and say, okay, these days work for me, and these are the days I'm going to do X, Y, Z, okay? And what helps, if you have somebody in your area that will meet up with you, you know, some people like to, you know, hey, can you come walk with me? Well, however it works out, it does help when you have a partner to join you in that, okay? It makes it more fun, and it's also like, it helps you to be accountable. Okay, and it also helps you to want to do it. You got a friend you can go walking with. Y'all can chat and catch up and talk about stuff and do all that good stuff while you're getting in your exercise, okay? All right, 30 minutes of doing something productive. 30 minutes of doing something productive. So this means you can do whatever it is that you want to do. So I know for me, I can think of things right now around my house that I need to do. I got a couple of drawers in my kitchen I need to clean out. I have a couple of things that I need to rearrange and organize. I have to go in there in my office and do some things like organize some papers. That's something that you could do. Okay, so you can write out a list, and you don't have to do this every day. I'm going to give you 3 times a week as well. So 3 days out of the week, at least set aside 30 minutes to get something done that you need to do. It could be cleaning out your car, okay? It could be, what somebody say? Now, with the wine, Christina, at least one glass. See, here's the thing. Wine has carbs in it, so you have to watch that. And I'm going to give you a testimony. Well, is it really a testimony? I don't know. We're going to get into the wine thing. We'll get into that. But wine has carbs in it, okay? So hold off on that. Hold, just put a pin in that, Christina. What else was I saying? So I have things around my house that I can do. So write out a list. Let's see, we're going to be doing this for 21 days. So you want at least do what? At least 9 to 12 things you want to write out that you're going to get done over the 21 days. 9 to 12 things. That's right, Felicia. You're absolutely correct. So what Felicia said, that's it. It's a lot of sugar and wine. So you have to really just, because it will do a number on you. Trust me, I know. All right. So I kind of wrote out some different examples of the things you could do. I put clean out your closet, organize some things, clean out your car. I kind of mentioned that. Now, some other things I wanted to mention is working on a book. Like I'm writing. So it's like sitting down and setting aside time to actually write. Or journal, or setting aside time to read. Some of us do not even set aside any time for ourselves. How many of you really can say that you do not set aside time for yourself? I'll wait. And I'm a mom. I'm a single mom. And I tell you, some days I feel like I don't have enough time in the day to get everything done that I need to do. And I know the same is true for a wife. See, I used to be married, so I know what it's like to be a wife and a mother, because I was both at the same time. And it can be very challenging to find time for yourself when you have to cater to your family. It's like every time you turn around, either the kids are calling you, or there's something that your spouse needs, or there's something that you have to do in the home. It could be cooking, or this needs to be done, or this mess is now being made. The kids have to do this, homework. Oh, now you got to get the clothes ready for tomorrow. Oh, now you got to do laundry. It's literally like it's always something happening, and you usually don't find time for yourself. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something. Women, we are the best species on this planet. I'm going to tell you that right now. So don't feel sorry for yourself. We actually were created to handle the position that we're in. So that's why we can do a million things a day. That's why. That's why you can have the baby on the hip, you're stirring dinner, you're answering homework problems, you're telling your husband where he left his keys. You're doing all these things at one time, and you can still hold it together because you were created for that. You are the nurturer. God specifically gave you that. Amen. So don't ever feel sorry for yourself. Now, it doesn't mean don't take care of yourself. It doesn't mean we can't take time to ourselves. That's not what it means. I'm telling you that we have a special grace to do what we do. That's why we are able to do it. Don't you see? We do some really amazing stuff. We wear every hat there is. The kids sick, we are the doctor. Okay? The kids got doctor's appointments, we the one taking them. We work a job. We doing everything. Most of the time, the men just go to work. Now, men, no offense, but a lot of the times, men just go to work. We do everything else pretty much. Now, you got some men that's handy. They do this, they do that. They may take the trash out. But I mean, everything else, the kids come to you. But the blessing is, we were created for this position. So the next time you feel a little overwhelmed, take a minute. It's okay. Your kid's going to be just fine. I promise you. The more you talk to your children and explain to them, hey, listen, mommy needs a moment. Set your kids down, okay? Make them sit down and watch something, and you go take a moment. Take a moment to yourself. You do that. Don't let them run you up a wall and drive you crazy. Take a moment and pray and ask God for some strength, and you come regroup and come on back. You got this, okay? You got this. And there are many women around the world experiencing just what you're experiencing. And I'm going to tell you from an example, I'm 41 now. I've been married before. I've been married twice. And I'm going to tell you something. Both times I was the complete caregiver for my children. There wasn't a 50-50. There was literally, I did everything when it came to the children. And I remember feeling sorry for myself. I remember crying just about every day. God, why do I have to do everything? Why do I have to work a full-time job pregnant? I got to get up, get the kids ready. I got to take the kids to daycare. I got to go to work all day. I got to pick the kids up from daycare. I got to go home and cook 2-3 meals. I got to do the laundry. I got to get them in the bathtub. I got to clean them up. I got to clean the house. I got to do the laundry. Then I got to lay down and do it all over again. Then I got to lay down in the little time I got left. of the night just to wake up in a few hours and do it all over again. And I did it every single day. And at some point you start feeling like I'm just existing. This is not living, I'm existing. How is this life? Why? What's going on here? I'm lost. You be confused. It's like a confusion time, I promise you. But if you keep pressing, you're going to make it. And God bless the women who have a husband to help you out. You are blessed. You better take care of that man, because a lot of men do not do what your husband is doing. I was a single married woman. I was a single mom married woman. However you want to put that. I was married, yet I felt like I was single because I felt all by myself. So it is what it is. God is good. All right. One other thing I said we could do with that 30 minutes of time is we can, you can watch or listen to something that's encouraging, something positive. Like I was sharing with you all, I like to watch different things about how the body works. I don't know why. I just do. I like to see just how food digests and how the blood pumps. And I don't know. I like to watch those kind of things. So it could be something like that. It could be something inspirational, educational. The point is, listen or watch something encouraging. It's just one more thing that you could do. Okay? Eleanor said a robot, and you do feel like that. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to encourage you young ladies, because that's what we're supposed to do. Older women are supposed to encourage the younger women. Amen. We're supposed to teach the younger women. And I'm going to tell you something. Enjoy the time. Enjoy the time that you have. And like I said, I know it can seem like a strange time that you're in, and you can feel alone, and you feel like, and you may be alone, because I didn't have a village. Everybody does not have a village. So you people who have villages, and when I say you people, I don't mean nothing by that. But if you have people helping you with your children, man, you better be grateful. I didn't have that. I couldn't have a Saturday to sleep in. Hey, can you come get the kids? Can I drop the kids off today? You know what? I didn't have that. When I got sick, guess what I had to do? Get up and go and do what I had to do. When I was sick, I still had to go to work. When I was sick, I still had to get up if the baby was crying. When I was sick, I don't care how I felt, baby. It didn't matter. I didn't matter. See, when you have children, your life don't longer matter for a while. When you have children, you're basically saying, now you are my life. You come first, basically. Your children should come first. Now, everybody don't put their children first. Clearly. But our children should come first. That means no matter what you got going on. See, my kids will never know the sacrifices I done made. They'll never know the days I didn't eat so that they could eat. See, I've been there when we ain't have enough food. And I had to make sure, you just smile. You just feed the kids. Y'all go ahead and eat now. And you go in the room and drink some water somewhere because there just ain't enough food. I've been there. And my kids will never know. They still don't know to this day until I'm grown. Because it's not something they should know. It's something you do as a parent. You sacrifice. You sacrifice. At least that's what we should do. So, the weight loss challenge, you all, is coming up. It'll be February 1st through the 21st, 21 days. I'm going to read a couple of books to you. Now, you will need to be a part of the group, which I pinned the link at the bottom on the screen. You need to join that group. Life with Aisha, people. In order for you to see the calendar of events, period, whether it's for the fast or for the future, the fast. It's almost like I said the past. I'm talking about the fast. Because some people are asking me about the different things, why they can't see them. You have to be in the weight loss group, okay? So we are reading this book right now, The Purpose-Driven Life. So we'll be finishing this up around the mid-February. So those in the group, you're going to see this. Okay, you're going to see the book readings. I kind of just brought that so you can see that. But that's because we started that at the beginning of the fast. But our devotional and book reading for February is going to be, if you've heard me read this before, this book is very, very good. It's called Eat and Stay Thin by Joyce Meyer. Eat and Stay Thin by Joyce Meyer. Now, don't get thrown off by the title, okay? Because one thing about me, I don't care what size you are, as long as you're happy. As long as you're happy with your size, that's all that matters. And that's my goal. I want people to be happy, for real happy. I'm not talking about that superficial happiness. I'm talking about when it's just you by yourself, baby, and God, and you stand before your mirror, that you really feel good about yourself, with and without your clothes off. That's what I'm talking about. So I want to push people to that point. It doesn't matter what your friends say. It doesn't matter what your spouse say, because your spouse gonna say whatever trying to make you feel good anyway. You have to feel, it changes your whole world when you are content and when you are happy with yourself. Everybody around you benefits, just like everybody around you suffers when you're not happy. I don't care what you say. A person who is not happy about the way they look, they are very something. I don't know the word for it, but it's almost like they're carrying around a chip on their shoulder. Why you mad at me? Because you won't stop eating chicken. It's not fair. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. You have to do something about what you upset about concerning you. God made everybody beautiful. In my opinion, in my eyes, everybody has something beautiful about them. Because God made you. If he wanted us all to look the same, he would have done that. Now that extra weight, that's on you. You can't put that on God. And some of us, for some, a small portion of us, if we be real, the weight gain is health related, right? But for the other majority of us, it's because we don't like to stop eating, or we like to eat what we want to eat when we want to eat it. And you just got to be real with you. When you want that double, triple decker burger and that extra large fry, you ain't thinking about nothing but that meal. That's what I want today. And I want an extra large Coke. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And what happens is, if we keep doing that, over time, we blow up. It's what comes with it. It's really not hard. It's not anything hard. So if we keep making those decisions, you all, then we're going to get those results. We begin to wear the food that we eat. Sorry. Do you know, I'm on my other Wi-Fi. Shoot. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on the other Wi-Fi. I should be on this other Wi-Fi. You begin to smell like what you eat and what you drink. Think of an alcoholic, right? What do they smell like? Do you know why they smell the way they smell? Because they're constantly drinking, and whatever you drink and whatever you eat, it has to come through your pores. It seeps out of you. That's why people eat a lot of garlic. They smell like they smell like garlic. It's really simple. It's not rocket science. So whatever we consume a lot of, it has to come out, yes, as waste. But also it comes through your skin. It comes through your pores. So that's just something to think about. So we have to be mindful of this. And here's the thing. It's no judgment. You, as long as you cool with where you at, nobody should have no problem with that. When I did that live the other day and I said people letting themselves go, I was not talking about just weight. That's one way we can let ourselves go. But that's not how everybody let themselves go. It's just not. And like I said then, and I say it again now, it's not fair to marry someone one way and then you intentionally, now get the word here, intentionally let yourself go. And stop doing the things you once were doing. Stop keeping yourself up. Intentionally sitting there gorging on food and eating and eating and eating all day and doing all kinds, just letting yourself go as if that person. Number one, we all go out into the world around other attractive men and women. What you expect your spouse to do? And you sitting at home won't comb your hair. You sitting at home in the same nightgown that you had on that morning, then when he left, you know what I'm saying? Ain't took a shower, ain't did nothing with your hair. Won't do nothing. Just won't do nothing. And it doesn't matter what it is that you do. And it ain't got nothing to do with your weight. It's about you doing the best with what you got. That's what you need to be doing. Why would you do that to somebody? And I had one person that had enough nerve to come and try to defend that it was okay to intentionally marry somebody and let yourself go and think they supposed to stick around with you for that. No, ma'am, no, sir. That is not correct. And it's a form of manipulation on top of that. And it's selfish. And God ain't even pleased with that. God ain't pleased with that. Come on, man. You wouldn't allow it. Now, we all go through things. And I'm not talking about you going through something and you get yourself back up again. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the mindset that I got you now. I ain't got to do nothing else now. You ain't going nowhere. You must be crazy. If you don't get yourself together, I promise you this. Tick, tick, tick. It's not right. We all get one life to live. And you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. And no one deserves to be bamboozled into something. You don't want to be bamboozled, so don't bamboozle nobody. Just be the best version of yourself. That's all I try to encourage. Do somebody how you want them to do you. Amen. So ladies and men, keep yourself up after you get married. And let me stress this again. It has nothing to do with your weight. Just keep yourself up after you get married. And how do you do that? You make sure that you're good first. If you make sure you good all the time, I promise you, your spouse gonna be happy. Your children gonna be happy. It's gonna be a whole different environment in your home. But when we're not okay first, everything else suffers. Your marriage is gonna suffer and your children are gonna suffer. People at your job gonna suffer. Because you're coming to work angry and they don't even know why. But you mad because you used to be a size 8 and now you a size 48. So how you going to get mad at them? Just start. Make a decision. You know what? I'm going to lose weight this year. I'm going to start right now. And do it. Why get mad at somebody? They didn't do it. I've started eating a lot healthier. I already kind of eat a lot of salads. But just like this morning, I made me a smoothie. But it's my decision. I don't get mad at somebody else because they look a certain way or they healthier or they jogging and doing stuff. No, I say, you know what? I'm going to start doing that. That's what I be doing. Like, you know what? I want a flatter stomach. I need to start doing some crunches. That's how I am. I love to see people doing well. I love to see people doing well because that's what life is about. And it's raining, Lord. My baby. Oh, my baby. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I may have to end my live, y'all, because... Okay. Let me see what I'm going to do. All right. I'll be back in maybe 5-10 minutes. I have to go get my baby from the bus stop. Well, the end of the drive. I have to go get it from the end of the driveway. So I'll be back. Give me about 5 minutes because we're not done. We're not done. Because we're going to get into some reasons of why we should consider losing weight. And we're going to get into the health reasons, like issues with your back, issues with your knees. I've never been over 200 pounds, but my frame is real small. That's why when I gain a little weight, I look really big. Does that make sense? And so I gained weight one time, and when I tell y'all my knees, they would hurt so bad. Child, I get up and just be rubbing and rubbing. They would hurt so bad because I was carrying too much weight. Your body is designed to carry a certain amount of weight. It is. That's why some people, they can carry maybe more than you. I know some people can carry more than me, and some people can't carry as much without it bothering them, is what I'm saying. And my knees would hurt so bad, y'all, and my back. It was horrible. It was so bad I had to do something about it. And it was simply just getting some weight off. Didn't have no more issues with my knees. Didn't have any more issues with my back. So it's things like that to consider reasons just to get a little bit of it off. Does that make sense? That's right. Miss Annette said, when you are overweight, you do feel it in your joints. I just want people to feel comfortable with your weight, number one. Feel comfortable, because you should be. It's your weight, okay? But I also want you to know that you can do something about it if you want to. Nobody is telling you you have to. But if you internally know, you know what, this is what I want to do, I want to get so much weight off, it's something that is possible for you to do. It is very possible. Very possible. But it's something you're going to have to be consistent at, especially if you have a long way to go. Okay? And my job, which what I used to do all the time, is encourage people to keep going and to keep them on track with it, because it's easy to fall off from it. When you start changing up your eating, you all, and not eating as much and things like that, and you're not seeing the scale move, that can be one of the most discouraging things, because you want it to happen like right away. But baby, you didn't gain it right away. You didn't wake up one day and went from 130 to 250. That's not how that worked. That's not how that worked. Just like it took time and you worked up to that, it takes time to work back down to it. So, for example, if it took you 3 years to gain 60 pounds, you got to at least give yourself 3 years to get it off. Now, will it take 3 years? Absolutely not. Not if you're serious about it. But you got to look at it like that. You didn't gain it all overnight, so it's not going to go away overnight. But one thing I can assure you is if you make certain, look, it stopped, y'all. Won't God do it? If you're willing to set your mind to it and make a commitment to it, though, I assure you, over time, you're going to start seeing the change. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, baby. I just came to this door. I know. How you dry, Mola? You need anything? You wet? You don't look wet.
On my forehead.
You got a few drops on your forehead, literally. Your whole clothes, everything's dry. That's a blessing.
Because I was running.
So you ran through the rain? Okay. How was your sub for lunch?
What do you mean?
How was your sandwich?
Yeah.
Was it good?
I ate the whole thing.
You did? Okay. Let me finish my live. Go ahead. I'm finna show them that. I need that. Go get you one out the fridge. I'm finna show them the carbs. You don't have your folder today. Do you know that? Alana,
I had it.
it's not in your book bag. Did you leave it on your desk? Alana, it's not in your book bag. Did you leave it on your desk? Oh, wait. Is it in the front part? It's not like I feel something. Oh, there it is. I got it, sweetheart. I didn't see it. All right, y'all. All right, Lana, give me a minute, okay? Huh? You don't want a cold one? This one's not cold.
Thirst.
I know, but do you want a cold one? Okay. All right, go have a seat.
I'm so thirsty.
You can go in my room. Go put your shoes up and wash your hands.
Is Bella in there?
No, Bella's taking a nap. Do not wake her up yet. Go wash your hands and put your shoes up in my closet. And you can sit in my room until I'm done. I'll be done in just a minute. Don't come in here with that phone. Or that tablet. Give me a few more minutes. I'm wrapping up.
Ma, this is the thing for when the kids threw the crayon box at me.
Okay. I'll take care of it. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
All right. I'm making your pork chops for dinner. All right, y'all. Where was I? Okay. So we were kind of talking about just some reasons for wanting to, or considering, I would say considering, getting some weight off. So if you have issues with your knees or your back, that can definitely contribute. Extra weight can contribute to heart problems. These are things you probably already know if you go to the doctor. So really and truly, things that we eat, you all, and exercising, it really can help us to be healthier and not have to be on medications and all sorts of things. But I think these are things that we all know. I think it's more of a mindset, or, you know, or making the commitment that I want a healthier life, you know, and that's not something everybody wants. And you have to be okay with that. It could be a parent, a loved one. Everyone doesn't want anything healthier. Have you met someone who, it could be anything. It's just like, let's say cigarettes. It's not that people who smoke cigarettes don't know it can cause cancer. They just want to do it. And you have to be okay with that. Meaning, just love people where they are. No one has to do what you want them to do. No one has to eat what you want them to eat. It's their own life, their own choice. I just want to be around a long time if it's the Lord's will. And I'm going to do my part if it is. Because for everybody, it's not. It's not God's will for all of us to live to be 100. And that's okay with me. But if it has anything to do with me, I'm going to make sure that I'm putting the right things into my body, and in moderation and in balance, so that I can help to encourage the long life, okay? But be okay with those who don't want that. It is totally their decision.
Can I watch something on the TV?
But you have your tablet. You can watch my TV. Don't get on my bed with them school clothes. Go ahead. Go wash your hands first. That's important.
Mommy, after dinner, can I have a lollipop?
Remind me.
Okay.
Take this in there. Take that blue bag and take your folder. I already signed it, so you can put that back. And you got to do your words. So don't think I forgot here. You got to write your words out today. Let me see. I'm going to try to look at some of your comments. Make sure. It was something else I wanted to chat with y'all about, but I may not be able to get to it. All right, let's see. That is totally true. I guess it's Mr. Norton. He said sometimes the foods we eat will cause inflammation in our bodies. That is absolutely correct. You know, I was thinking about, you know, McDonald's and those fast food restaurants that we have here. And, you know, I'm almost certain that those who own like McDonald's, Taco Bell, that they don't eat their own food. Now, not every restaurant owner, okay, or food chain owner, but think about it. Why would they eat it? They're making money off the people who don't care about their health. And I'm not saying it to be funny, but think about it. I'm not talking about people who eat McDonald's every now and then. I'm not talking about that. There are some people who go to McDonald's every single day, every day, or a fast food place every day. They're going to make their money. They're not going to put it in their body. They probably somewhere having a salad. They're probably somewhere eating something healthy, to be honest, because they know their product. Their mindset is, I can make $1 billion off of people who don't care about their health, because majority of people don't. Majority of people do not care what they're putting in their body. All they know is, I see this on the TV, it's drawing me in, and I don't have the willpower to fight it, so now I'm going to get it. That's how they make money off of people. That's why the commercials and the billboards are there. And I don't know what it is. When I see stuff, it does not make me want it. That's why I don't watch people eat. It does not make me want to eat what you're eating, especially if you're eating some fast food. That's why I never got into mukbangs. I never got into that. My kids would watch it, but me, I could never get into it because I'm not turned on to buy anything or eat anything because I see you eating it. It does not do me like that. Sometimes I actually get a little grossed out, to be honest, depending on how people are eating. But why would I run to a fast food joint? And it looked like some people in trouble because they got sales on everything now. They got deals on this and deals on that. I'm like, ooh, they must be in trouble the way they lowering their prices on at Popeyes and all these places. But them people not eating their food. And can you blame them? But you know what it is? The Bible is right. There's a scripture that says, the people perish because of the lack of knowledge. The people perish because of the lack of knowledge. It's ignorance that causes us to run to places and just eat whatever they have, not wanting to know what's actually in it. What are the ingredients? Many people don't care. If we cared and we actually did the research, a lot of these places would be closed. A lot of them would be closed. Now, a lot of them wouldn't be too, because some people don't care one way or the other. You got to always remember, there's always that group of people that say, I don't care if this going to kill me in 5 years. I want it and I'm going to eat it. And that's fine. That's fine too. But most people, if we actually learn something, we be like, oh, I ain't doing that. I ain't eating that. I ain't going back there. That's how most people will do. Ooh, Lord, I done did something, y'all. So you remember that the people perish because of the lack of knowledge. That's the Bible. And it's true when you think about it. You know why so many people drink alcohol? I'm talking about hard liquor. You know why they drink it? Because they don't know what it does to their body. If people knew the process from the time they took a shot and how it goes into their body, how it affects their brain, how it affects their organs, and how long it takes when it's going through the body, and what it does to their kidneys and their liver, they wouldn't drink. Now, you got the people that would. But child, some people be so scared they wouldn't drink again. So I ain't drinking no more. I ain't drinking that stuff no more. I'm telling you. The people perish because of the lack of knowledge. So I like to learn. I have done a lot of things in ignorance. And I can say, I'll speak for myself. I've done a lot of things in ignorance. I've eaten a lot of things in ignorance. I've said a lot of things in ignorance. But God also knows where we are. And if we don't know something, he knows that, just like he knows when we know something. So once we come into the knowledge of knowing something, it's up to you what you're going to do with it. Once you learn something, like I always share with you all, you are now accountable for what you know. But do you think God holds you accountable for something you're ignorant about? But once you know something, you are then held accountable. That's why when I learned about all the sodium in some of these packages and stuff, that's why I had to tell you all, I cannot use them the way I once used them. And the blessing is they put the information right on the package for us to read it. It's not like they're trying to hide it. The same thing with cigarettes. Surgeon's general warning. It's telling you this can cause cancer. Same thing with food items. It's telling you exactly what's in it, the plant it was made in, what was around when they made it. And if you still want to consume it, it's on you. Therefore, you can't sue us because you still chose to either smoke it, drink it, or eat it. So the blessing is we are at least being told some stuff if we just read. And if I wasn't, I'm going to tell you, if I wasn't into carb counting, it's some stuff I wouldn't even look at. I look at the carbs and everything for the most part, stuff that I don't know about. And that get into that part. Let me go ahead and get to that because I ain't gonna, this live can go on and on and on. So let me get to showing you all how to count carbs real quick. We can also talk a little bit later, but I'm gonna get on off because I have to come back and actually cook live. Well, am I gonna cook live? They want fried pork chop, y'all. And as y'all can see, look how big these greens are. My beautiful greens. I got these from the Piggly Wigglies, y'all, if you in the area. So y'all know they have them for a couple of dollars. I think that big old thing is like, you get like 3 or 4 bunches for like $3. But let me tell you real quick, and then we'll talk about it later if you have questions. But I want to show you about carb counting. And I just picked out a few food items. Alana was trying to come in here and touch some stuff when she came in. But I wanted to show you how to count your carbs. And before we start this challenge. And so this is just, Aaliyah likes kettle corn. And so you want to always go to your nutrition label. Now, at the top, it's going to tell you how many servings it is per container. And this is anything. You can get any food out of your kitchen right now. If you have a pack of gum, whatever you have, it usually tells you what the servings are per container, okay? So for this box of popcorn, it was 12 bags. It says 12 servings because we have 12 bags, okay? And then it says one serving. When it goes down here, now this is per serving, okay? So you have to multiply that number by the amount of servings. And we'll get to that. I know it kind of maybe sounding a little complicated. So when it comes to the carbs, it's 23 grams of carbs per serving. That means in one little mini bag of popcorn, it's 23 grams of carbs, okay? So let's get to another one so it can kind of be, because this is a whole thing of rice. There are about 27 servings of rice. Of course, we're not going to eat 27 servings. But per serving, which is a third cup is a serving size. Y'all get this. There is 42 grams of carbs and a third cup of rice. 42 grams of carbs and a third cup of rice. And this is all stuff you can Google as well. If you Google like carbs and different stuff, like say you say how many carbs are in 1 cup of cooked rice, you can Google stuff like that and it'll tell you. My kids, I told you I stopped buying sodas. I was serious about that. They got all these little juices. They got apple, orange, grape. They got this, kiwi, strawberry, and waters and some other little juices because sodas just aren't good for them. Now, they can have sodas here and there, but I'm not stocking my fridge up no more with soda. Period. And I put them on, what we drinking now? I don't drink milk, but they were on whole milk. Now they're on, what you call it? What is it, y'all? I'll show y'all before I get off. All right. In this little bitty container of juice, it's 10 ounces. It's 29 grams of carbs in this little bitty thing of juice. 29 grams of carbs. 29. I think orange juice is probably about similar. Orange juice should have more. Orange juice, 33. 33 grams of carbs in this one little, and these are little. These are like literally 10 ounces. It's little. Ramen noodles, one of Alana's favorites that I can't let her eat all the time, even though she don't have to worry about carbs. Okay, there are 2 servings per pack. Thank you. It's almond milk. That's what we're what is it? Almond something. That's what we drinking. It's 2 servings in 1 packet. There is 27 grams of carbs per serving, so you have to multiply 27 times 2 to get the amount of carbs that is in this. So we know it's over 50. There you go. Almost 60 grams of carbs there. And 1 packet of ramen noodles. Chili beans. This is why I don't put so many chili beans in my chili, or I'll make it without beans. I get people on here asking me why you ain't put, why it's so few beans or something like that. Well, that's why. It's so many carbs in beans. I don't eat a lot of beans. But you can load your chili up with beans if you want to. There is 3.5 servings in this can. Most green beans and vegetables have about 3.5. There is 19 grams of carbs per serving. So you have to multiply 19 times 3.5. So you got to get that. So it's not that it's just 19 in the can. It's 19 times 3.5. That's how you get the total amount. Okay? So that's what you got to get when it comes to counting your carbs. So that's whatever food item. So I don't care what you're drinking, what you're eating. You have to keep up with that carb count. So if we say you're going to stay within 60 or less, well, baby, you can't even eat a pack of ramen noodles. Now you can, but you're going to go over 60 grams of carbs at one time. And you wonder why. Now, carbs is just one of the things that contributes to our weight gain. We know that, right? Carbs is just one thing. One of the things I'm going to encourage you all to do during the fast, the weight loss challenge, is to try to cut back on so much meat. If you can, try to go every other day, because meat does help you to gain weight as well. Meat also helps you to gain weight. So even though it's a protein, yes, meat does contribute to weight gain as well. So if you're looking to, cut your pounds down, try to focus more on vegetables. That's very helpful. And less meat. Now, I'm not telling you to cut meat out, But if you can go a day without me, I promise you. You may think you can, like, oh, I can't live without my chicken. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Don't say what you can't do. So the whole weight loss thing, it starts up here. If it's not something you really want to do, let me help you out. Don't do it. Don't even attempt to do it. I'm telling you what I know. Because what happens is we fall off. Or if you're not really into it and you really don't really want to do it, it's really no purpose in starting it. And I always say that because you want to do it when you're ready. You want to do it when you're motivated to do it. You want to do it when you fed up with your scale looking the way it's looking. You want to do it when you get tired of putting on certain clothes and you got to hide, you got to put on this and you got to cover that and you got to put 2 and 3 girdles on and tie this up and then y'all uncomfortable and you're sitting all funny. I mean, I'm just telling you, for me, this is my experience. I had to get tired of me. I had to get tired of me. And when you get tired of you, you will do something about it. Not just with weight, but with anything. When you get tired of you, no matter what that part of you is. I told you I got tired of fussing at my kids. I used to fuss all the time about it didn't matter. And I'm telling you, it's because I grew up that way. And I'm not blaming anybody, but I was criticized all the time. That's not how you do it. Put that over there. That don't go like that. Go up there. Put it like this. Turn it like that. You did that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I grew up being nagged all the time. All the time. All the time. Nothing I could do was right. Everything was wrong. Everything was wrong. And I became that. And I had to pray that off of me. God did not want me to be that way because that is not being an example of him, number one. God is not like that. And God helped me to get that off of me. And when it come around, when I start feeling like that again, or I start finding myself, saying something, I have to go and take a minute because I don't want to be that. I didn't like being nagged to and told something ain't right, or there's more than one way to do things. It ain't got to be my way all the time. So you have to get tired of you. And I'm going to tell you, give people grace because everybody can't see where they are. Everybody cannot see where they are. You may be able to see, they don't see they like that. But the truth be told, a lot of people can't see what you see about them. Just like there are things about you that you can't see that other people can see. You ever had somebody try to tell you something? You always do that. You always, every time we go to a restaurant, you're complaining. Listen, I'm talking about myself. Anytime I'm talking, I got to talk about me. I don't know y'all. So I share my own personal stuff, chat. People used to tell me that all the time. Every time we go to a restaurant, you be complaining. I do? No, I don't. I don't do that. No, I don't. And child, I pray about stuff. I'm not that person that just reject everything people say. Nah, I'm going to take it to the Lord and ask him, my God, am I like that? I know you're going to tell me the truth. Because some people, they be hating or whatever. And God showed me, yes, you complain all the time about the food. I'm like, oh, okay. So I worked on that. So then I started being intentional. If I do go sit down at a restaurant, I am intentional about not complaining, even though I may be thinking it. I'm intentional, you all, about not making it an unpleasant experience for everybody else. I'm all about self-improvement. I can't change you. I can't change nobody else. But I can do something about me. And I don't want to come off like that. Don't nobody want to be around nobody complaining. We know it ain't your food, Aisha. God, we know this ain't your restaurant. So I learned just to be quiet and to smile. So it's all about you. That's why I always tell you all, life is about, it's all about what you make it. It's all up to you. Can't nobody dictate or determine how your life is to go. Nobody. If you let people upset you, it's because you letting them do it. Stop giving strangers that type of power. Stop doing that. Stop leaving your house and letting everybody upset you all the way to work, all in the grocery store, all in the gas station, all at your job, and then you come home wide. Why do they have that type of power in your life? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Why does this person, a stranger in traffic, have enough power to throw my whole day off? I don't even know this person. I'll never I like that. Somebody said when eliminating meat, it's important to replace the protein from other healthy resources or sources. Somebody said beans. I'm good on the beans, but I do like peanuts. So they're all things you can replace your protein with. Okay. So, but I like to eat peanuts. So these are questions you have to answer yourself. This is why people can't get me upset. I had a lady email me, was it yesterday? I know people probably mad at me because you can email me a whole bunch of emotional stuff and I'll be like this. I move all it out the way. Like, okay, yeah, you're upset, you're mad, you blah, 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 blah. I don't pay no attention to that. I'm looking at what's the problem. Okay. Because your emotion, whatever you mad about, can't make me mad. I ain't do it. I ain't your problem. And you sure ain't mine. So we're going to move all that gook out the way. And I see this is the issue. This is your question. Okay, let me answer that question. So sometimes my response ain't got nothing to do with sometimes my response has nothing to do with the initial email. And I know them folks be mad as I don't know what. Why she ain't fuss me back out? Why she ain't take the bait? Because I got too much sense to take the bait, number one. Number two, I don't know you and it ain't worth me getting upset over. What am I getting upset over? What would be the purpose? I'm having a fabulous day. I'm at peace. Sometimes I'm relaxing in my bed with my feet up. I got the kind of bed that goes zhoo, my feet go zhoo. I can do all that. I got a massager and everything. I'm not finna let you ruin my day because you upset, because you had a bad day. Because you having a bad day. I don't do that. No. I'm not allowing it. And even if I wanted to try to allow it, I don't even know how to go about doing it. I just don't. I don't even know how to go about doing that. And I know the lady not on here because I blocked her. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't block easily. I told you all, it's disrespect. I answered the question on that email, and I went on about my day. She emailed me again with aggression. Now, one thing I won't tolerate is aggression. I'm not aggressive. I'm very respectful, and I'm a calm person, period. My kids will tell you I'm very calm, and I love to have fun. That's me. That's why I don't tolerate a lot of things, because that's not my demeanor. If I was a drama person or whatever, if I cursed, I promise you, in almost 7 years, you would have heard a curse word by now. Because a person who curses can't hold that back. It's going to come out at some point. So, ooh, my bad. Ooh. No, I don't have to do that. I don't curse on or off this camera. So I'm very peaceful. Like when I say I have peace, I have peace. I have inner peace. I don't just say that. I have inner peace and I walk in peace. Therefore, if you're not about peace, I know how to simply just block you out of my life. So when you come with aggression and I'm not aggressive, like that's not necessary. So I kindly answered the same question again. And then she came back with even more aggression, and that's when she got blocked. So I don't block easily. But hey, God gave me the right to block people out of my life if they can't come a certain type of way. I'm not, and I still never got upset. Why would I get upset? I don't even know what you got going on. I'm not a psychic. I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what's going on with you. I pray you work it out. I do pray you work it out. But I work too hard. Here's the thing. I work too hard to get to where I am. And I'm not talking about this Facebook stuff. I'm talking about my inner peace. Do you know how long it took me to get here? To where I was content with my life, not with what I have. This house can burn down right now, and I promise you I'm still going to have inner peace. Why? Because it comes from God. That's why I always tell you all that. That's why I always say, don't let nobody steal your joy or your peace. Why? Because they didn't give it to you. God is the only one that can give you peace. He's the only one that can give you joy. It's not something you can go to the store and buy. Sex won't do it. Alcohol won't do it. Drugs won't do it. Pills won't do it. Marijuana won't do it. Nothing. That's why you got people who have it all and they still go jump off a building. That's why. Because those types of things, intangible things, can only come from above. So I try to help these people out. You're not going to ever be able to get to me. You can have edit in the comments, say what you want to say. The only time I'm going to do something about it is if you be disrespectful and I see it. Because I'm not that way. And even when I check people, I be in the same tone of voice. Didn't I say that I didn't want that done that way? Why do you have to raise your voice? You ain't got to raise your voice to people. They hear you just fine when you talk in a normal tone. I don't have to raise my voice. I get mad at my children when I say something 2 to 3 times. By the time that 4th time's coming, I have to raise my voice. I get upset with them because I already told you this before. I don't like to raise my voice. Some people love to scream and holler, not me. Listen to me the first time I say it. And they the only ones I repeat myself with. I don't repeat myself with grown adults. If I'm in a relationship with you and I tell you something, I'm only going to tell you about 2 times. And I stay calm about it. If you don't do nothing about it, guess what? I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I'm good. I'm good and next. Why do people have to scream, holler, and have a fit in order for somebody to listen? So, this is how I am. I like to be calm. I'm laid back. That's just me. So, I was going to talk a little bit about this, but I'll hold off on the support thing, you all. Because that's a whole nother conversation for another day now, because we went a different way. So, I hope that I said something to encourage you all. This is the book that we're going to be doing for the, I showed you the reading book, but this is going to be our devotional. It's called Pray Powerfully, Lose Weight. 21 days of short prayers, declarations, scriptures, and quotes for a healthy body, spirit, and soul. We've done this book before, but it is really, really good. If you've been a part of the challenge before and you've listened to this book, you already know. So every day, I will read, the devotional to you. They will still be at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time for those who are in the fast. So that's just a better time for me to get up and get the devotions done. What'd you say? You're very sweet. Don't get started. Yeah, I don't get, jealousy. Because what's the point of getting jealous? If a man want me, I ain't worried about it anyway. But think about it. If a person wants you, they going to do everything they can to make sure you know that. And women, you are the prize. You are the prize. So let that man chase you. Let him pursue you. Of course, you're going to contribute to the relationship. But all that extra stuff, child, ain't nobody got time for it. It's fine, women and men everywhere. You just got to find that person that is for you. That's all you need. That's why I don't be on Facebook doing the stuff that I could be doing. I'm not trying to get y'all attention. I only need the attention of one person. One. That's why I come on here covered up. I go outside covered up. I'm not trying to entice nobody. No. And we got to think about that too. You don't even going to church and stuff. You want to make sure that we ain't gonna get into that. I'm always thinking about somebody else's husband. I'm that person. Like, I do not want anybody. I would never want to make another woman feel like I'm trying to do something to get her husband's attention. Does that make sense? I want women to feel safe around me because I don't want your man. It's already a turnoff if you are married to somebody else. Period. I don't know how people pursue that type of thing, knowing somebody is off the market. It's just such a disrespectful thing, but it speaks about us as a person. If you're willing to engage with a married person, it really just speaks about your character. So whenever if I am in a setting where, I know people are married, I try my best to make the woman feel safe. I'm making eye contact with you. Your husband ain't even here, as far as I'm concerned. So, that's just how I am. But anyway, God knows how we are. He knows. That's all I care about. He knows our hearts. He knows our motives and all of the above. So the main thing you want to do is have a clean hands and a pure heart before God. And if you don't have that, if you have issues with lust, if you have issues with any of those things, all you have to do, you all, is pray and ask God to help you because he's our only help. He's our only help. Lois, the ramen noodles without the packet is the 27 grams of carbs times 2. So that's not including the seasoning. That's the sodium and stuff is different. It's 880 milligrams of sodium times 2 for the ramen noodles packet. Yeah, exactly, Yolanda. So I just think we should be more respectful of marriage, and maybe some people would stay together. But when you have so many single people willing to be with married people, it makes it easier for the married people who don't have it, like, or they're struggling in that area. I already posted the books, Brenda, but I will post them again. Matter of fact, you need to be in the weight loss group. That's another thing. So if you want to see any of the posts, any of the lives, you need to be in the weight loss group. It's pinned at the bottom. It's weight loss, 2 words, the and symbol, lifestyle, 1 word, changes. And then my name is at the end. Thank you, Joetta. Oh, they'll be all right. I think women who follow my page, I think they know how I am. Just like you know promiscuous women. Y'all would know if I was promiscuous. You wouldn't want your husband to watch me. So I'm not, I don't carry myself in that way. So I don't worry about those types of things. I think if any men who were married did, whatever, say things about my food, I don't think they're wise with mine, because I'm not on here I'm not cooking in booty shorts and I mean, it's presentation is everything. Presentation is everything. How you carry yourself and present yourself, it speaks everything about you. So I'm not that type of person. So I don't have them kind of issues. Thank you, Patricia. So make sure, Tracy, the fast is actually ending on Sunday. I said it wrong. It's actually the weight loss challenge starting on the 1st. So we're about to end the fast on the 28th. We start the weight loss challenge on the 1st. So I'll come back and answer any questions that you all have before then. Hey, Mama Tracy, if they are mad over a cow's tongue, you so silly. I cook way more than a cow's tongue, Mama Tracy. Come on now. And you know that, ma'am. I'm making fried pork chop. Alana says she wants some fried pork chop. I never buy pork chop, which is really funny. So Alana, one day she said, I want some fried pork chop. And I said, you do? I didn't even know my kids really like pork chop like that. I never buy them. So I went and got her some pork chops yesterday, and I'm going to make her some fried pork chops tonight. So I'll come back and cook that if y'all want to see that. And I got to clean some of these greens. I was going to try to pressure cook the few, so I may have time to do that. It's already 3:30 my time. I'm on Central. You so silly, Miss Tracy. Mama Tracy. Look at these greens, honey. I got to clean all these greens and pick these greens. I'm trying to see. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 bunches. 4 bunches. You like fried pork chop? I do too. Hey, dear. Oh, I ain't hear you. I just heard you come in. How was your day? Can you come say hi? Because no one ever sees you. Y'all say hi to Leah, because she never comes. Come on.
They would love you out here too while I'm on
here. Yeah. You just coming to smile. Hello, guys. When you going to cook for them?
Why are you gonna put me on the spot? Yes, you guys, I'm 18 now. I know. I started this. I know. I'm just
like, get out of here. Move.
I was just playing. Oh, look at them all saying hi to me. Hi, guys.
Anywho, I'll be back, and we're gonna make these fried pork chops. That's my second oldest. So y'all know my oldest is Bella's mom. She'll be here in a little bit. She kind of just moved back, huh? She kind of just been staying every night. So, but I'm going to make them some fried pork chops. And, I got them. I'm going to do shells and cheese. And baked beans?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we'll do. They like the shells and cheese and baked beans. Thank you, Miss Mabel. So, for me.
You tried to hide it, too. You was sweet one.
I bought me some tofu, child. She talking about, you got tofu? It's all the way in the back of the fridge. How did you even see it? God, dog. I be trying to have stuff to myself, child. They be... Y'all should see it's all the way in the back of the corner of the fridge. How did you see my tofu? I'm not a big pork chop person, but I got me some tofu that hopefully I'll be able to eat by myself without some people all in my stuff. Child, when I do the Daniel fast, all that stuff, they be all in my food. All in my food. Thank you. Okay, guys, so I'll be back about 5. I'll say 5:30ish, and that way it'll take like probably 30 minutes or less to make their dinner, and then they can eat, and it'll still be early enough. So thanks for hopping on. Remember, you need to be following the weight loss group. Just click to join. It's free. I'll accept you. We start on the 1st, but I'll come back before the 1st to answer any questions you have. And just consider, you know, what I was saying about the weight loss. Hey, Miss Marta from Puerto Rico. Yeah, we do have fun. Tofu is good, Jeanette. It's whatever you season it with. I love tofu. Yeah, I made the crab stuffed shells, but I've done the chili cheese stuffed shells too. No, this ain't when the grands come up. My grand live with me, so no, her mama is here a lot now. So, but no, my grandbaby, she's always lived with me. Thank you, Miss Mabel. I've been wanting to try it out. What, the tofu, Miss Crawford? Patricia, notification for what? Okay, so make sure you're in the group. I think that's it. So we'll talk about the rest of that later, but just get prepared if you're going to start with us on the 1st. I gave you all the instructions. If you're just hopping on, you have to catch the replay because we did a lot of talking about different things. But it was a good talk. And who is this? Cassie trying to come on. Cassie, did you mean to hit that button? She probably did. All right, so, guys, so let me get everything ready so we can start cooking here in a little bit. Yes, the 1st, Kenyatta. I like your name. Oh, I can't give you a notification, Patricia. You have to turn your own notifications on. Just look for me around 5:30. Because I don't know how to tell you. I don't even know how to tell you to turn them on. I'm sorry. Because they changed it too much now. Facebook has changed so much, child. I don't know how to tell you how to do nothing. I don't. Not the notification thing. You're welcome, dear. So hopefully I'll see you. And I'm on Central. So it's 3:30 now, 3:39. So I'll be back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay. And I'm live on all my platforms. So that's another way. I don't know if you follow me on my other platforms. Sheila said settings. Okay, you all. Thanks for hopping on. I'll see you all here shortly.